Yo, what's up YouTube? It is OG and today we're going to be covering my PBL game from this week. So for the PBL, my team unfortunately had to forfeit the one 2 weeks ago, and then last week we played with like very incomplete roster, so I couldn't upload any gameplay from the league for the past 2 weeks. So yesterday we finally got it together, our roster. By that, and we had some really good games against Omen Jokers. I think we were tied in points with them, so it was a really big game. We definitely needed to win it to make the playoffs. Unfortunately, we're like still not 100% in the playoffs. I thought we were going to go undefeated this season, but then we had to forfeit that one, and then after our roster got screwed up, and it feels like a really short season. So, yeah, anyways, so we're definitely going to check out the gameplay. And then next week, we play the other Omen team, and I think we can get a dub 2 and secure a playoff spot. Anyways, let's get into the games. Alright, so for the first game, it is double Swoosh. Forgot the name for a sec. And you can see, so they banned Spike here. They banned Spike pretty much every game just because they didn't want it with my Spike. So we went with Jean, they went with Bo. We have a Tara, they have a Rosa, and both teams have BB. BB's just so good right now. But, I really like the Tara matchup once I do get my super. And you guys will see just how effective that is when I do get it, which I'm slowly building it up to. Once I do get it, I can kind of just like chain it continuously. And right here, you'll see I'll get it. And Zara can't do anything in that situation. So BB is a character that like really needs to get close to you. And a Tara super just completely negates that. So you can see Alec doing work on Joker Joe. Alex does get his mines out, but Squash is going to take that out easily. I don't really like that placement too much. But on my side, Zara can't really do too much. Now, I do think he was lagging a bit at the start, but once I started getting that super, like, he can't really do anything, so he can get like a few hits every now and then, but it's not really going to be game-changing. So Joker Joe does manage to take out Alec there. I'm going to push up just because I know I have my side unlocked. Squash is doing a good job. They don't have a Jean, so there's not really that big pull, like the threat of the pull, so we can like play a little more aggro just because of that. We just gotta watch the lanes pretty much. So nice pull by Squashy. Joker does take out Alec again almost, but we do manage to come together and take him out. I almost get taken out in the process. Squashy just misses his pull. Little short there, but you can see Zara's trying to come up and I have my Tara super, so I just take him out really easily again, and then I just have to chip him a few more times and, just rinse and repeat. But besides that, Alec does get taken out again, and, you see Zara trying to make a play happen, but he can't really do very much, like I said. So I don't think I need to use it yet, so I'm just going to hang on to it. I can just chip it because I can get another pull on the Rosa, and Rosa has been winning her side for most of this game, so I really want to watch out for that. So if I go for the Rosa, and, like, Alec knocks her out of my pull. So a little miscoordination there. I called it up too, but that's okay. We end up getting the countdown, and now we just can't get pinned back too much. So Rosa does have her ult, but BB's knockback's a really good counter, and Squashy gets a good pull, pretty much just to almost secure the win. It like definitely Alex is one shot. Alex was one shot, and we do take the first game pretty easily. Alright, so next up we have one of my personal favorite maps, Rolling Rumble. Now, usually I play Rico here, and there are bans in this league, but I kind of forgot to submit the bans, so we got random bans, and it banned like Bo here or something. So I think they banned, who was it? Okay, it wasn't Rosa. I forget who they banned, but it was a good ban. And, I didn't want to play Rico just because I didn't want to match up with the Barley, so we figured we'd just go triple tank because we knew they'd have a Barley. So you can see early game, they definitely have full control. Master Froggy gets a good charge in. Alec gets taken out, unfortunately. I'm going to go and clean up Zar. He kind of goes out of the reach, but I figure Joker Joe is way more of a threat than Zar. So I just choose to jump on him, and, we kind of get that mid control. Now I want to bait out Froggy here, and I do, and this is why I like Primo over Bull. Well, Bull is probably like a safer bet for Heist, but like Primo can just like cut the corners with the punches, and you see I do it pretty well there. And now he just wasted his Bull super, and we all have super except for Alec, and we're slowly pushing up mid, and we got to coordinate this really good. So me and Squashy go for it, and then we want to stay alive if we can, but it's not always the case. But we do manage to tie it up. And, we got some pretty solid damage there. Alec is just staying alive, trying to hold down mid until we get back. but none of them, well, Zara just got a super and Joker, but now we gotta play defense and just watch for them. So Primo's also really good on defense. His jump is just so good. So I probably should have regened here before going in, but unfortunately I didn't, and you know, I get taken on in the process. I do kill Zara, so it's not a total loss, but I definitely could have got better value if I just was a little more patient and you know, didn't rush things. So Squashy just kind of suicides for 2%. I don't really get behind that play too much. See, Alec goes in, he gets some good value. He's probably really close to a super again. And now I just want to hold them back a little bit, like keep the pressure on so they don't just like all rush in. They can't leave me alone because I'll do so much damage. So see, Froggy pinches over. I notice Zara's really weak, so I aim to jump on him, take him out, and you know, we get really good play. We get really good value here. Froggy's one shot. I think Alex should have popped his super and just gone in there because you know he's Rosa. He could get like at least like 15%. And Squashy does want to get some extra percent. I think he rushed it a little bit. He should have held on to it though. So now we're kind of getting backed up, and they do have Bull Super, so they're definitely capable of doing this. You can see I hesitate a little bit there because I knew they were going to do more than like 25% or whatever we had, and I didn't know if I should save it, but you know, in the end, I don't think it mattered too much. We were going to lose it anyways, so really close heist game. Alright, so next up we have Pinball Dreams, and they banned Spike again. Go figure. So I went with Rico. Ideally, we had a game plan here, but it literally revolved around a ban, and we didn't submit our bans, so that kind of screwed up all our comps up. You can see Zara definitely hitting me more, but I was kind of chipping the lanes a little more. So Alec does manage to take him out, and BB is so good in Brawl Ball, guys. Definitely a 10 out of 10 recommender. So I'm trying to get the ball to Alec, and you know, I do take out Joker Joe in the process, and I think Zara might finish me off here. But regardless, I need to regen if he doesn't, and you know, pretty even so far. I mean, not too much is going to happen Rico versus Rico unless one of us overcommits, and I don't want our lanes to push up too much, so you'll see me overcommitting a little bit, and then Zara does take me out, so good shots by him. And 24 HP, kinda, I think I would have saved my super if I was him, but you know, he kinda has positioning now, but Squashy's going in, Zara, like there's no way he's getting out of that, so Squashy manages to clean up, and we take out the bear too, and now we can move up as a team. So Rico's really good against Rosa just because of the high DPS. And then we have the BB knockback to knock her off the ball if she ever gets in a situation where, you know, she's just like walking it in, then the BB knockback comes in, right? So you can see I get a pretty good super there, I get some good bounces, and then I go to finish Joker Joe off. So we're really putting the pressure on them right now. Alec does manage to take out Dylan, and you can see Zara's just being really annoying, trying to take both of us out. Joker Joe goes in a bad spot again. Really good for my Rico ult, but bad for him. And Squashy does manage to take out Dylan. I take out Joker Joe. Zara's one shot. I just want to clean it up so we get like a for sure goal. He does manage to take me out, but Squashy has a free walk-in. So 1-0 us, 35 seconds left. They have a bear and they have a Rosa super, so we definitely need to be careful here. Squashy also has a super, but you know, the bear is a really big threat. So you can see they're being really aggro, which they obviously have to be. And they do manage to pick up their supers first. I gotta watch out for the Rico. Right here, Alec needs to knock Joker Joe back if he goes for it. I do get taken out, unfortunately. Good shots from Anita. And this is why we have BB. You can see it's just like a mess. I think he auto-aimed it off the wall or something, and then like 5 seconds left, so they can definitely still score. I get my super, and you know, I just luckily catch it and throw it out of the way, and really close finish. They almost had that one up, so really close game. Alright, so next up we have Siege, and I completely forget the name of this map. I'm gonna say Assembly Attack. I don't think that's right though. Anyways, so we went with Primo, they went with Rosa. Primo is like pretty good at dealing with everyone, I feel. The jumps are really useful on Barleys, Pennies, just about anyone. It can deal with a Rosa fine too, so you can see Alex not getting any value, but he's just suiciding and getting like all the bolts. So just like that, we already have 3 bolts, so we're gonna get the first robot, and then, you know, the first robot's great. It doesn't even matter about damage too much. It's just like mid control. So we're kind of being patient. You know, we don't need to rush this. The robot's gonna push them back for us. Squashy gets a little too aggro and does get taken out. I want to hang on to my turret just to see if I can throw it on safe. And then Alec is kind of trading with Joker Joe up top, but he does get taken out, unfortunately, so it's looking like they'll have pretty good defense. I can't really push that just because the Rose is there, but I do get taken out by the penny turrets. I think, yeah, like the Starflower, I'm still getting used to it. I haven't been playing too much lately. But, you know, we get a few shots on save, so we managed to take it down to 89%. But the main thing is the mid control, right? And now you see I got my penny turret up, but Zara's kind of in a position to take it out, but we do get a good pinch on him. But he did take out my turret, so it's not like a total loss for them. Now we got to get Joker Joe, just because he's moving up a little bit. Dylan's moving up too, so definitely want to watch out for him. You can see Alec does pick up his super, so that's going to be really useful in no matter like what matchup he's going with. I don't really like that super from him. I feel like could have got a lot more value out of it. And Squashy does a good play on Zara, managing to take him out. So just like that, we are going to get the second robot too. So this one's a little bigger, twice the siege bolts behind it. So hopefully we can get a little more damage from it. I can't follow it up too much just because penny coins obviously, but they do make the mistake of putting the penny turret within my range, so I can actually get some decent coin value. Now ideally here I would have my turret and I could just kind of throw it on safe, but you know I don't, so it's okay though because look at the damage from theirs compared to ours, and we could even like win this third one, right? So they're only up by 4 bolts right now, but we do have mid control, so you'll just see how fast the bolts spawn, and like we're picking them all up right now. So definitely don't want to risk it all for that one bolt, so I let Joker get it just so I don't lose my control. And I do manage to take Joker out. He had to like keep pushing me there. 5-7 though, we can definitely still win this one, pick up another one, 6-7, and it's looking like we're going to get 3 in a row. Squashy does get a super up on the safe. You know, it's always good to get those down if you can. And I do have my penny turret, so I'm trying to save it for this one. Unfortunately, Dylan gets a good shot on me, and the penny mortar hits me too. Joker's there to finish me off. Squashy's still alive, Alex still alive. I'm following up with my penny turret, so it's looking pretty good for us. We definitely need to finish it here. Squashy gets a few shots off. It just stays at 1%, but you can see Alec just running in. He's so tanky, right? So he just runs in and, you know, primos it, and just like that, we're up 3-1. Alright, so we're up 3-1, and it is best out of 7, so if we do win this one, we win it all. And I forget who was banned, but it was like... It was Spike, of course, yeah, they banned Spike against me. So you can see, we kind of anticipated that they'd use this comp, just because of the Spike ban, and I've seen them use it once or twice before too, so we figured we'd just like mirror it, or like use something similar. And Frank was a really good pick, because even though like traditionally like a bull will counter a Frank or something, in matchups like these, like the range helps so much with Frank. So you can see I want to get as much value as possible with the Poco Heal, so I'll walk behind Alec just so he gets a share of it too. And now, just as my job, I should like push them back, because none of them are really a threat for me from mid-range, so I can be really aggro. I don't know if I like Squashy suiciding there. He probably got his super back and stuff, but like we lost control on that right side, and you can see Joker Joe going up. So although it's like really like tempting when you see all that value, you know, unless you're 100% sure you can get out of there, I don't really recommend it. On the other side of things though, Master Froggy's sneaking up on Alec. He's doing a really good job getting behind us. Alec does just get him, but you know, he gets a Poco Heal, so actually I was gonna say so he manages to take Alec out, but I don't really stand behind that bull dive he did, but he does take me on the process, but you know, I can just walk over and pick those up, so it's not like the biggest deal. Squashy's gonna jump on Joker, and Alec is gonna help him out, and you know, they're just gonna like destroy him, but he puts up a good fight, gets a Poco Heal too, but there's not much you can do there. It was just really good coordination by my team. So 7-7, they kind of have mid control. Like you can see Master Froggy's like pushing me on the guys, like you're forgetting about me. So I do like a little sidestep, and he falls for it, and you know, Alec comes down just in time to steal my kill. But you know, they're like really close to countdown, so we got to kill Joe here. I told Squashy just suicide up there. If anything, I got to kill for you. So I want to stand behind Alec again, remember, just so he gets the heal too. And now it's looking really good for us, because when the maps open like this, the Frank range helps so much. Just because they all have to get like within like, you know, punching distance and stuff to get full value. But Squashy is able to get a good super off on Dylan and manages to steal the gems and just super out of there. So you'll see a little BM. Just I'm friends with all these guys. They're all like really chill people and good at the game. It's just like friendly BM, right? So nothing against them. But yeah, just like that, we do manage to take the gem grab match, the gem grab set, and then, you know, we win the match. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed the gameplay today. So like I said earlier, we're now one game off of the playoffs. If we lose next week, there's still a chance we'll make playoffs. It goes by tie breakers. I don't really understand how it works fully, but you know, we definitely want to go out and get that dub. I also have the final NA Open coming up this weekend, so I'll definitely grab some of that gameplay and share it with you guys. Hopefully we can finish the NA Open series off with a win and go 5 for 8 of them. Right now we're 4 and 7. We could be like 6 and 7. One finals we played really bad, so I don't count that as a possibility of winning. But the other two we have legitimate excuses for. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. You know, props to Omen Jokers. They gave us some really tough matches. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Peace.